when we begin to recognize man as a conduit for foreign exchange, the United Nations of resonances all coming together, they can't communicate with each other, they don't speak the same language. But through this vehicle called man, they can be allocated to different roles, all constructive, all producing and yielding an expression of higher love. Even if the energy trips out man, it's that darkness that imparts to man the beauty of the light to better resonate in their majesty. And so through the construct of man, all things may be redeemed into the higher glory and majesty through an adoption of the language of the higher love. There are a lot of people in the mystical circles, humans, that get very, very lost in the struggle and the duality and the polarities. And unfortunately, they misunderstand ancient texts, or they themselves come from a tradition of oppression, and so therefore took within themselves the venom of the oppressor as a victim, and then impart that venom in their teachings. But let me make it clear. So many along this plane who are quote-unquote spiritually dynamic individuals are resonating fear of what will be, of conspiracies and alliances and all sorts of minutiae. And I want to make it abundantly clear that from the eye of eternity, the Almighty Source expresses is in intimacy. All is good. All is. There is no movement. There is no friction. There is no plotting. There is no leveraging. Because from that space, all have already reunited and already actualized in their highest grace and resonance. And so, the higher the resonance that one is co-creating with, is the higher that frequency will resonate with the potentials of individuals, and focusing on those potentials, and focusing on their higher self actualized in the future, and drawing forth that music into the now, so that it could play loud enough to awaken the individual to the freedom to begin to take the mantle of majesty and reign over their actions in harmony, in benevolence and beauty. But there is no higher resonance that is talking about conspiracies or talking about others. Because from the space of all is a singular. Eternity, infinity, is a singular collective resonance. And there is no polarities, and there is no struggle, and there is no war. And to the degree that one gets stuck in resonances of fear, and us versus them, and struggle, I want to impart the following coordinates. The baser resonances have no energy of their own against the human consciousness. in being. Absolutely nothing. Whatever energy they yield it by siphoning off the spilled light of the individual, of the angel within the human form. The human form is imparted great light to expand and to grow, and to the degree that the individual, because of their prejudice or bias or fear or judgments, choose not to expand and say, I'm not worthy, they collapse under the weight of the light and spill it. And so when baser resonances seem to be strong or powerful or be able to manipulate and do, it is only because we have given them the energy to do so. They have no energy of their own. They must sap it out from the waste, from what's spilled. And so there is nothing to fear at all, except for fear itself. Who benefits from resonating fear? Who benefits from resonating catastrophe? To what aim does it suit? And is there anything a single individual can do about it anyway? The answer is yes, you can love. That's it. Your love is powerful and potent in its intimacy. It aligns and heals and rectifies. But the resonances of the hordes that are producing this minutia of static, they lock individuals into feelings of helplessness, of impending doom, that there's nothing they can do about it anyway. And who does that suit? Other than to imprison the individual in an exiled consciousness of want and need and fear, of oppression and victimhood, and not take upon themselves the mantle of their freedom through their cadence and song, and their expression and their ability to love like no other. For no one can control your love, and not a single variable can take place in this realm to alter your love. For regardless of whatever happens, your love is intact to the degree that you choose to broadcast it. It is sacred, and it is from a higher space. It transcends the space, the dimensions of the angels. It transmits from the dimension of the throne of the Almighty. And it is the most powerful element in creation. And it is a manifestation of that element through which this entire drama has been orchestrated. And so individuals should be cognizant of what it is they surround themselves with, and to what ends does it achieve. Does it bring the totality of all closer together towards their reunion, or does it disarm individuals and disempower individuals in feelings of learned helplessness? In this regard, I say, seize your crown. Wear it well. You are a spark of all source divine. The entire drama was created for you and for your expression of love. And nothing in eternity can stop you from your love. And when you yield that love, not only can you transport the music of the future into the now, but you can realign the reverberations of the past. And you can do it for no other reason than it is an expression of who you are. That is glorious. That is divine. That is the true nature of the one you call God.